Making my own label to me would mean freedom and taking the lead of your own life, because I believe that we are all stars of our own stories.
One of the hardest things to do is trying not to be influenced too much by what you see around you. But as a creative person, it's really hard to not do that because we're really just encouraged and we draw inspiration from other things. Make your own label to me essentially entails forging your own path, setting your own space, and just creating a seat at the table for yourself.
Making my own label means being happy with anything that I choose to do without being put into a box. And with that, I think I'm able to find and tap into that creativity, that inspiration, and to tap into the thinking of, I want to push boundaries.
So for me, making your own label means moving freely, moving by your own rules, and not being put in a box.
So along the way, obviously there were hardships. I was told that where will art take you? This is a career that maybe it's a hobby. It can't take you far. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to prove these people wrong.
My journey to ballet started with my journey to dance and arts. I started late. So in this class, we had very young girls, and then there was me, 20-something years old, in a class with 7 years old. And I'm struggling. At this point, I'm an African dancer with an African body in a class with white kids. So yeah, I remember really struggling, but I kind of had to find a way.
I grew up on the Kenyan coast, and I was heavily inspired by Swahili culture and so on. But I will admit, as I came about, I didn't know that art was actually a viable option. I didn't know it was something people could pursue as an actual career.
When I was starting, I used to write music alone and create alone. But over time, I can say I now have a whole team. I have some writers on board, I have producers, and everything is now much better and I'd say more grand than it was before.
What led to Stunt Kabisa was my journey with B-Boy. I grew with boys. So with boys, you'll have to watch wrestling, you'll have to watch action movies. I'm that girl. So this is something that I started doing since I was young. It just got to a point that I wanted to now make it something addition to my art.
As an artist, people try and put me in a box, but I try and show them through art that I have to break boundaries.